All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you, brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. All right, this is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And this says here, race riot. Matter of fact, race riots are coming. Just like happened in Black Wall Street. Pestilence is coming. Martial law is coming. Famine is coming. Pestilence meaning diseases and different little plagues. Like the plagues of Egypt. Famine, shortage of bread. The time is coming where you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are not going to be able to walk the streets normally. It's going to be complete chaos, like the movie, like those Purge movies that's coming to the U.S. Very rare footage of Black Wall Street before the 1921 Tulsa race riot, and these race riots are going to come back. And this just proves that you people, you lost jakes in these different philosophies. You Kemet, Egyptology, Islam, Christianity, all this old let's get along, and you Moors, all you guys that want to build your own society inside of this wicked kingdom. Hey, Esau's never gonna let it happen. Okay, history will repeat itself.
Some African American communities are prospering, like the residents of Greenwood, a suburb of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
This is what happened when you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans separated from these so-called white people, these Edomites.
Here, former slaves were given land after the Civil War, and this rare footage shows the thriving town they built.
Yeah, all these people got cars. They doing all right for themselves.
A remarkable Baptist pastor named Solomon Sir Jones is the pioneering filmmaker. His footage was lost for more than 50 years. Jones captures the bustling life of Greenwood, which could be any American small town.
And this is basically how it's going to be in the end times for a lot of you guys. Those of you that take the chip, this is how it's going to be for y'all. Salaki. This is Luke 17. And let's see. In 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man, being Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, according to the Paleo Hebrew. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So those of you that take the mark of the beast, you're going to have peace and safety for a time. A lot of you, some of you will be thrown into concentration camps. But then there's suddenly, you're going to be destroyed. That's how it's going to be, thus saith the Lord. And the Most High is going to allow you to be destroyed because that mark of the beast represents your servitude to this beast system. It represents your servitude. You basically make the beast your God. The beast being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man and his system. of living on this earth. His democracy, his diplomacy, his idealism. You know, that mark represents your undying allegiance towards him. You know, and that's just according to what that word is, that mark. But I'm gonna get there when I let this play.
But Tulsa's whites don't like what they see. In May 1921, after a black man is accused of assaulting a white woman, a white mob rampages through the city. For a night and a day, they...
And that's all that has to be done, you know, is that you have to get, all that has to be done is an accusation has to come to pass. There doesn't have to be any proof, you know, or any of that. It's just say, he raped me, you know. Next thing you know, they're all up in your Salakia. Next thing you know, they're coming down with wrath and brimstone and fire to destroy you, Jakes. All right. I'm just getting this word mark before I move too far ahead. Just to prove what I was saying about the word mark. The word mark is charagma. I'm gonna hit play on it.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
So it's charagma or charagma. Salakia, if that was a little loud. I might have to edit that in post production, but Salakia, because that was probably pretty loud. It was loud to me. But a stamp, an imprinted mark. The mark stamped on the forehead of the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which there are many Antichrists. The mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. Right. Let me see. See if I can get some correlating scriptures. But basically, it just represents, just like when back in the old days, if you had a slave, you know, and he would agree to be your perpetual slave, you would run a basically an earring through his ear, and that would represent him being your slave, or that mark represents you being a slave to the beast system.
Loot and burn Greenwood.
So yeah, like back to the video, Salakia, got off track a little bit. You know, hey, don't take the mark of the beast, or you will be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. If you take it, you have certain destruction coming your way. All right. So yeah, all they gotta do is find a reason to come down on you, Jakes, and it's happening. You know, in this case, they accuse somebody of raping a white woman. Right?
Assaulting a white woman. 21. After a black man is accused of assaulting a white woman.
Accused.
A white mob rampages through the city. For a night and a day, they loot and burn Greenwood.
Is that a white man?
They through the city. 21. In May 1921, after a black man is accused of assaulting a white woman.
About to say, that's a messed up camera.
Rampages through the city. For a night and a day, they loot and burn Greenwood. A Fox News crew captures the only surviving footage.
Mm-hmm.
It is the bloodiest racial massacre in American history, leaving nearly 300 dead.
You know, and the action that they portrayed, the thing that they didn't match the crime. They burned down that whole city off of one so-called Negro being accused of sexually assaulting a woman. Why burn the whole city? because he had a perpetual hatred for you, okay? He didn't want you niggas out there in your own place. Y'all crazy as hell thinking that Esau gonna let you go. Who gonna work his low level jobs? Who gonna build his buildings? Who gonna serve his fast food? He ain't letting you niggas go. Crazy as hell. Get this scripture. You know, just click back on this. This is how they want to see you. This is how the Esau, the so-called white man, wants Jake dead. This is how they want you. Ezekiel 35 and 2. I'll start at 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You know, the Most High is going to get revenge on you Edomites, man. And let's just prove that this is talking about Edom. Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. All right, so we know it says what? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. And we know that Esau hated his brother Jacob, which makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Most High said that there will be a perpetual hatred for them. You know, he said he would war against the Amalekites forever. And he also calls Edomites the people of his curse to judgment. Get that. All right. Isaiah 34. See. All right. All right, I'm gonna start at 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Mountains representing kingdoms. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's that nuclear war. Them mushroom clouds, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. Them plains and stuff is all gonna fall down. He's gonna try to fight against the Lord. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which represents Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Idumea, or Edom, has been cursed to judgment of the Most High. You know? I never looked up that word Idumea in the blue letter, so let me check it out. 1 second. I know it represents Esau. Yep, Idumea or Edom. Let me make sure this is. Let me turn this down a little bit. I ain't trying to hit play on it now.
Strong's H123. Edom. Edom.
Or Edom. Okay. So that's the word there for Idumea is Edom. Okay. Yep. Idumea. It's basically synonymous with Edom. So anyway, you Edomites, you so-called white people, man, you got judgment coming for this and for the coming atrocities that you're going to perform during Jacob's trouble. You know, hey, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the time is short. You know, you better get right with the Most High Yahweh, you know, which is the Father's name and His Son Yahweh Shai, before it's too late. Jacob's trouble is coming, and without His protection, hey, you're doomed, man. Anybody not covered by His protection is doomed in the coming events, you know. So with that, I want to say all honor, glory, and praises go to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, and salutations to you hopefully elect. You brothers out there pushing His word in truth and sincerity. With that, I'll say shalom.